I want to ask you about, you've been working with a lot of I'm sure, talking with parents and players during this whole time of COVID. What do you see as like their greatest concern that you keep hearing over and over again?
From COVID, I think that I've heard it more in like the girls who are 2022s and older. I feel like that's affected them a ton with the whole, just recruiting of these coaches being able to be at tournaments. Like we have done everything through a YouTube channel all summer, and which is so weird that there's no college coaches like in the stands. We're young. We're mainly 23s, 24s, and a 25. We're in our first year of 16U. And so we're very young. So we're fortunate for that COVID hasn't affected us. There's still time for them. There's still time next year, hopefully, when coaches are able to come to tournaments and these schools are able to come out and actually recruit. But I feel like in the travel ball world, and what I've heard the most is just the older ones, the 2022s and up. It's like, I'm still not committed. It's hard to watch someone on a camera. It's not the same. You miss the little things. You miss what college coaches are looking for, how you treat your mom, how you do all those things that they say. They can't see those on a YouTube channel, And so I think that that's been really hard for them. But for us specifically, like we've had pretty much a regular summer schedule. We've had tournaments. We've traveled. Now we drive to these places, so it's a little bit different. It was going to be our first year at PGF in Huntington this summer, but obviously that got canceled. And so that was an experience I wish the girls could have had. But it really hasn't affected our team too much, luckily. But in the grand scheme of things, it's definitely affected the older girls. Like they panic. They're like, what do I do? Like this coach can't come and watch me. Like they wanted to, but now they can't. They can only see me online. It's just not the same. And there's that little panic button happening, I think, for the most part.
Yeah. I think on the other end, for the college coach, they're in the same boat. They can't rush to make decisions over
That's true.
a YouTube channel.
Right. It's just
so I think there's some comfort to be had there. Yes, there will probably be some 22s committing this fall. They are also probably a really small percentage of the softball population. I think you just got to stay within what you can control, and that's like sharpening your skills, shooting videos of you hitting off a live, hitting off a tee, just creating those like kind of compilations, if you will.
Right. Twitter's been great for a lot of our players and for everyone who's really taken it seriously and been pushing out a lot of content. I feel like those players are getting, it's like, oh, I see that girl. Let me pull up her Twitter. And I feel like that's happened a lot. And it's like, oh, this is her swing. This is how she throws down, like whatever. This is how her pitch is. The girls who've been really consistent with that, I feel like it's going to help them in the long run.
Oh, totally. It's their time to be creative and innovative, given the set of circumstances we've been handed.
Yeah, that's so funny because I think 3 months ago when we weren't even allowed to have practice, we had, you have weekly Zoom calls, and we took up mental training a ton, our team, in this off season, which I think was a good replacement of still working through things and not just having to come into practice every Saturday.
Yeah. Have you tried meditation?
No. I should probably do yoga. I should do some of those things.
I just, I think, I don't know. I think meditation is great. Especially for athletes during this time who kind of deal with, they've probably been on an emotional roller coaster, and meditation is just checking in with yourself, with your thoughts. Where
Yeah.
are they coming from?
I've never tried it, but I
Uh,
should. I should. I've
Give
never
it a
tried.
shot. I think it would be fun with your players. Just before you get started, um, like just take like 10 minutes. And the reason why, like, I know it's like even of more importance. I don't have you watched Lennox Hill on
No.
Netflix? Basically,
Mm-mm.
it's this hospital in New York, and one of the things that I found really cool was before they do a major surgery or any surgery, the whole team in the medical room, they get in a circle, and the lead surgeon asks everybody to like close their eyes and be present and breathe and to check in with themselves and to make sure that during that entire surgery that they're completely focused, like second to second. Like I was like, like
Huh.
how great to like take that pause, because we are always in the midst of like doing, getting here, being there, versus like they took that pause in that moment to be together in that moment and to check in with everybody, and everybody check in with themselves to make sure that they were present during some really, really crazy surgeries.
Right, like
Yeah,
literally life or death situations. But that
totally.
could totally be so crucial in sports
Oh,
and just
yeah.
to like, oh yeah, you know what? I like that.
Yeah. 5-10
I like
minutes.
that.
It doesn't take a
Right,
whole lot. And
right,
it's not going to be earth shattering at
right.
first, but it's like hitting the pause button and
Yeah,
refocusing. Like,
be present, be
yeah,
now, be like you, whatever was bothering you before practice,
yeah, drop it,
after practice, last
let it
game,
go.
it's time to just restart, which is actually, and physical things. I've had to work a lot my whole life on like breathing and doing those kinds of things because it's always been so hard for me when it comes to mental training to like visualize and put a quote on my mirror and like do those kinds of things.
Yeah,
But the physical, just action of taking a deep breath really makes such a huge difference, especially in teams. Like if they could learn how to do that now,
yeah,
that'll be
right. It's like, how's my breathing when I'm so frustrated and angry right now?
right. Or I'm sad, or I
Yeah,
can't breathe
yeah,
because I'm crying, or yeah, in this moment right now in the batter's box, like being able to recognize that. But if you never practice it, it's hard to kind of recognize those things.
totally.